Hello, I'm making this very fast presentation to answer 2 remarks or questions on the forum before the product is released. First, it concerns sci-fi skin and if it is easy or not to make them. Well, let's say it's going to be easy to make them. It was the remark. And then the question concerning how to save the presets. So, in order to go fast, I'm going to load a full scene. Why a full scene? Because I already have a character which will be dressed with this basic underwear, which will be posed, have a light and a background on it. So this is, the scene. The camera is locked at the beginning, okay? There's a way, in parameters. If you want to unlock the camera, just go in camera parameters, edit mode, and you browse this, you select everything, and you set unlock selected properties. Okay, and go out of edit mode, and now your camera can move again. Okay, so maybe if I undo, it will be locked again. Now it's not locked again. Well, let's go for the rest. If you want to make an amazing skin, let's say I want to make an amazing skin, which a sci-fi skin, so you can render your initial setup. This is a very normal skin of a very neutral tone. I want to make something sci-fi, so I'm going in the surfaces. In the surfaces editor of Victoria 6, I'm going to select everything to go faster. Otherwise, you can just select skin, fingernails, 2 nails, and lips. In general, this is the case. So here I have a filter that I'm going to remove. Okay, I'm going to change my hue for something, let's say pinky. Okay, and increase the strength of the hue that I'm adding to the base hue of the diffuse maps. So now if I make a render, I'm pinky. Okay, this could be an extraterrestrial skin already, but you can do very funny things. For instance, here I wrote main because I want to access my main subsurface scattering. So I want to add a strange sheen around the character. For this, I take a strong color, it's already driven at its maximum strength, and I'm going to increase the index of refraction of it and the amount of main subsurface scattering to something completely too much. And if I render, you see, there is this strange sheen around the figure. All the surfaces, on the surfaces, it's divided by, I have no more filter. You have the HSV drivers and you have the subsurface scattering, okay? The first one is the main subsurface scattering, and the color of the skin of the main subsurface scattering is driven by the hue you've used on the diffuse map. And you have a deep skin, where on this time I don't use deep sheen because I set the index of reflection at 1, but if I want, I can also use some sheen around the character. There is a way to drive a second color of sheen, which will be added to the first one. Both of them have a deep scatter, okay, and the deep skin color can only be accessed in deep skin because for this one it is driven by the diffuse, which is tweaked, okay, a little bit in my program, but because it's more logical, okay, and this is okay for the deep skin. So maybe we can change the deep skin color for something, let's say greenish, and just try a render. And this is not obvious because the amount of deep SSS is very low. I'm gonna increase the deep SSS, and now you have these parts of the image which have changed and take a greenish color here, for instance. The render is small, but I think you see here the difference. You keep this render in mind. I set deep SSS to 0 and re-render. Okay, here you don't have the greenish deep subsurface scattering, and here you have it. Okay, this is a way to set up a sci-fi skin with very strange features. I've changed, and okay. On the skin, I haven't made the same for the lips, but it's not a problem. I can change also the specular, okay, and go for really strange specular tints, okay, with very strong speculars, and strange shapes, for instance. And okay, the specular has changed. If we compare, let's compare render editor, the two last renders without specular and with specular. Okay, you see the difference in terms of rendering. So this way, by forcing, let's say, parameters out of their limits, and that's why I've set their limits very large, you can produce really, really strange results. And if you want to come back to your human skin, of course, I'm gonna save the file, okay? If you want to come back to human skins, okay, you just have to come back to one of the full material presets. This is the tan version of Victoria 6. You got a lot of tones variations, okay? Tones, tints, and shades. Okay, I'm gonna undo twice and come back to my first settings. Okay, this one. Now the question is, can I save these presets? Yes, it's really easy. For instance, you can create in the product directly my own user presets. You go in my own user presets, you have Victoria 6 selected, and go and save as material presets. Okay, this is my sci-fi preset, and here you have all the surfaces. You can select all of them, or you can select check only, scene selected only, only the one which you have modified in the scene, and when you will reapply this, it will apply only the materials for that. I'm gonna check all, for instance, okay, and accept. Okay, I hit accept, and now let's go in the full material presets. Let's say it's VT side HD, sorry, V6 reddish. I render, and I have V6 reddish. If I want to reload, you go in my own user presets, double click on that, and render, and your preset was saved. The only thing is that your preset is saved with the maps. Browse to file location, okay, and open this, hit GPG, okay, and here you have all the maps in GPG, all the maps of the figure that was saved, and there are plenty of them here. You see, for the limbs, you save the maps, so it means that the preset is saved for Victoria 6, and we will load the maps of Victoria 6. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to add is that you have a skin randomizer, which will lead you very fast to random skins. First one will allow you to randomize subsurface scattering and diffuse, and the second one will randomize hue, saturation, and value. First one, only the hue. Okay, just click, and render. It changed the skin. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember I had a very strong specular. It doesn't change the specular. Okay, I'm gonna randomize once again. First, just the hue, for instance. Okay. Now I can randomize. Oh, I'm gonna cancel. I can randomize everything and re-render. Okay, this one must have a low value somewhere. Okay, this has a low value here. I'm gonna re-randomize. I wondered if I wanted to clamp somehow the value, but you see, you really change each time. Okay, you really change each time the result. Okay, but it doesn't change, for instance, the sheen characteristics, or yes, the sheen characteristics, which, for instance, can also be. Let's hit sheen. Okay, and change the main sheen, for instance, and impact sheen spread. In fact, she's spread. Okay, and you can have very, the amount of deep SSS is too low. The amount of main SSS, sorry, is too low. Okay, it's randomized too. But once you have a preset that you like, you can increase, you can change and adapt what you have. Okay, and you have this little render editor. Compare 13 and 14. Now you know, by changing these characteristics, you've added a little bit of sheen of main subsurface scattering globally. Well, that's just, let's say, play with Randomiser. You're not forced to render each time. You can just have a look at the use that are proposed to you, and if you like them, just check the value pre-process is maybe a little bit too low, and re-render, and once again you have something very, very different. These stripes here come from the specular, so if you don't like them, you can, let's say for instance, enlarge them a lot. Okay, and enlarge the small one a lot, and now the specular is more spread around the figure. Well, that's all. That's all for that. Okay, I haven't taken the specular lips. Okay, and re-render. No, the lips are much fit better to the skin in terms of specular. Well, that's all. I wanted to say thanks for watching this presentation on how to create sci-fi skin, or a really strange skin at least, and how to save it as a material presets. I'm gonna make some other videos with other tips. Bye bye.